Okay, guys, so welcome back, and I'm gonna be starting a how to make a cafe or restaurant series. So let's get started. Okay, so first, I think maybe we could, I don't know, maybe build a cafe, maybe. So, not sure if we actually need like a giant base plate for us. I think we can make it like smaller or something like that. Um, so let's say 300 by 20 by 300. Okay, I think that's good. I think this is a good size. So after that, I think a good tip is if you were to go into plugins and you could go to build rig. Okay, you know what? I should actually just get this test out. Okay, so if you were to press this block rig thing, they would make a dummy for you, which could also be used for the scale. Actually, you know what? This base plate is so big. So the dummy is helps you for the scale. Okay, so yeah, that's why we're gonna be using this dummy because I think all Roblox developers or like builders use this dummy. And just to make this better, I'm gonna turn off global shadows. I think it'll look really, really good. Yeah. Okay. So one wall like kind of technique you could use if you have all walls you need to have like a bunch of parts. So for this one I'm going to be making it white or kind of like a tannish color, I guess. So like that maybe. It could also be used for white too, and if I were to duplicate this it could always also use control D. I guess most people just use control D. I don't, because I think it's just way easier to use like this. Like just press the duplicate button. People say it doesn't make it better. I think it's better since I don't really use control much. I only use like copy and paste, and that's it. Okay, so you would want to turn this to black, and what you could do, you could just copy and paste this. So or just duplicate. That's what I did. For some reason, I used the duplicate thing a lot and not copy and paste. So let's get the dummy over here, the little dummy. And so we want to build it maybe like four of these, I guess, something like that. Or I think six might be good. Yeah, six is good. Should add one more. And so if the finishing touch would be mess it up. So the finishing touch would be you have to have one more block on the top and you're good. Oh, that's a little bit too high. Okay, so this is one wall technique you could use for your cafe. And you could also make these all white too. I personally like the white better, but some people they just use the other thing better. You could also add like a texture, but I normally use plastic because I always like low poly materials or like such. So like you could make this granite, not granite, but marble kind of, yeah. You could do that, but this would have to be brighter, a lot brighter. I don't know how you can make that brighter. Okay, I guess that's it. So I recommend you using either marble or plastic. I highly recommend plastic since it looks really good, unless you want smooth plastic. But yeah, you know what? I think it might be good if we choose smooth plastic. Yeah, it's good. Okay. So, and I think what we could do is we could also use this to build the sides. So let's get a part and start scaling. Okay, so okay, so you can make like something like this probably. Okay, so we got something like this. I think the white parts, they're not really the best thing I ever created, but it this is just like an example, I guess. Like, this is not like my final product, but for this, you could build the wall, something like this. Yeah, I think this looks really neat. Okay, so this could be like an example of a wall. Oops. So, because you want this to be like kind of like stuck together, but um, but you don't want it too close together. Otherwise, you won't notice like the black part. So, there's something over there, but I'm not gonna until he says fix it. Okay, so what we could do is we could get all this. It's such a pain when you're trying to like select all these. So the way to select it could be you would use no, not control, like use shift and click the part. Okay, so now I got all this. So I'm going to be using a plugin called Building Tools by F3X. If you guys don't know, it's kind of like just B tools, I guess, in your standards. So you could just click B tools, click X. Actually, I'm going to do Z first. So increment by 0.001. Okay. So and I think that would be really good. I forgot to duplicate this. Okay, that was like the first time I ever used the control duplicate command. Okay, now I got this, but it's not really as good. So we're gonna be um, so we're gonna be like shortening this a little bit, kind of like that maybe. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I got all this. I think we should make the windows next. So yeah. Um, if you guys didn't see, I always had trouble making like these restaurants or like these cafes kind of thing. So I saw like a YouTube video posted by someone. I'll link in this description, but it kind of looks like this, I guess. Like I got this technique from this person. So shout out to that person. And yeah. Okay. Um, okay, so we want to make like this outline of black. Okay. There you go. Okay, so now we're going to be starting to make the windows next. If you haven't seen in Superburger, or I make the windows like this, I guess. I know. So your windows, I recommend your windows to be really thin, kind of like that. So like that. Okay, so this is going to be the door, so I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to be making the windows next, so you duplicate this, scale it like that. I think if you select this white, make the transparency 0.7, then it looks like glass, but it's kind of overlapping the frame, so we're just going to move this back a little bit. So if you guys want to know how I move this or scale this so precise, you go to model and you this move would be have like this check mark. You don't want the check mark. So that's how I make all this so precise, kind of. I guess that's how you say it, right? Okay. Just gonna move this a little bit since it doesn't really look the best. Okay. So I think that's it for this wall. I think you guys could do similar stuff for this wall. I'm gonna be making the door later, but yeah. So I'm not sure if you guys really want to continue using this wall style. So another style would be kind of like, what first let me get all this first and group it, leave the dummy. Okay. So this, I'm just gonna be going this wall. If you guys want to get this wall from me, then you go to TB development. I'm gonna be releasing a TB development portal soon, so you guys can buy this. Okay. So another thing we could do. This is fairly simple. So it's kind of like how you would do the frame, I guess. So like, don't want this to be too high. So I'm gonna be making this black. Gonna duplicating this again. And duplicating that. I'm gonna duplicating this. Okay, so now I got this. Um, so what's great about the Bead Tools plugin is you could select all this at once, and you could chain. You could select all these at once, and you could like scale it or move it. Move it, not really, but I like to scale. How you scale? Because if you were to just select like all three of these and try to scale it like this, it would just become like smaller in scale, I guess. See? So that's why I love Bead Tools that way. So now I'm going to be creating the best part about this wall. Okay, so we're going to be making this like brown and making this wood planks. So the brown, I recommend making it lighter. So you kind of get more like this urban feeling, I guess. There we go. Okay. So now, um, let's make the windows. I think I like the windows part. The windows part is kind of like the best part. So now 0.7 for transparency, not 0.7 for 0.7. I think that makes it really neat. So I'm just gonna make this wall. I'm pretty sure you guys can make this yourself, but if you are too lazy to, like me, then you could just buy off the TP development shop. So both of these walls will be available on the TP development shop once I get that running because I'm not very good with GUIs. So yeah. Okay. So now I got both of these walls done. Um, Maybe we guys might as well do some scripting, okay? Because I think that's the best part of this kind of thing. So first, we're gonna make like a script from server script service, naming this leader stats. So this leader stats will be showing the player's rank. So game dot players dot player adding connect function player, and go local leader stats. Where you go to instance dot new folder and player. So leader stats dot name will equal to leader stats local rank will equal to instance dot new. Uh, so yeah, okay, string value leader stats rank dot name will equal to rank dot value will equal to player role in group. You type in your group ID. I forgot my group ID, so yeah. I think it starts with like 816 something. Okay. So now that shows, so you have, you always see that leaderboard in whatever game you play. If you play Roblox games, I certainly don't. Kind of, I sometimes do. So yeah, so you always see that, and for this one, you would see the rank and the rank in the group you're in. So this right here would be your group ID. So the group ID would be, so if you were to go on to the Roblox webpage and if you go to your group, there are always gonna be, like, at the URL, there's gonna be those strange set of numbers. That is your group ID, guys. Okay. So for this one, you don't need data store because it's always going to be the same. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, guys. Um, one more thing. So I'm gonna go into my toolbox real quick, and I'm gonna go to my models, and I'm gonna be looking for. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my. What the? Okay. So I think it's the hand tool. I don't have the hand tool. Okay, so I think it's in group models. If I am in group models. No. Okay. So I'm gonna be getting a hand to GUI next video. And I'm also gonna be showing you guys the complete version of this cafe with all this stuff. So yeah, and I'm gonna be doing much more in these cafe series. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.